it out alive. Woo! Yeah. This ain't first class, I got upgraded. Penny pinching rapper even.
What up, world?
Hey, y'all.
This is Saritha.
This is Simone.
And this is Clean Ears.
Yes, and we're so excited because we're doing another review for you guys. And today we are reviewing Andy Mineo, Chapter 2. In our usual fashion, we're going to start by talking about the album art.
Yes. Loved it. It goes right along with the arrow. I love the old, like, stained glass window, medieval, saint-looking vibes of covers, and it has a bunch of symbolism and imagery in it. And I think for a lot of people, they don't like having to like deconstruct something to figure out what's going on. They were like, what does it mean? And I'm like,
They sell flames.
I mean, it has like, really, I like it because it has not only just the name, the arrow, the sword, but it has pieces of what the songs are about in the imagery that's on the cover.
Oh snap, didn't notice.
That's how that goes.
Huh.
Check it out.
I too enjoyed the art. I did not pick that up about the songs. What I thought was interesting, and I'm probably making this way too much, but I'm just letting you know what I saw with my non-art eye.
Okay.
It was kind of interesting because I felt like some of the images, they kind of all represented death to me. Because I was like, between like the throat, the fact that the body kind of looks like stonish, like in terms of what was on it, it seemed tombstone-ish to me. So then I was like, I see flowers, I see doves, which to me represents the heavens, but I see flames that represents hell. And it was like, maybe there's just some wrestling in between that place. Not like you plan on, you know, obviously not hellbound, but you know what I mean? It just seemed like, it just felt like some sort of like, there's a little bit of a struggle going on here. And so I thought that was what the art kind of represented to me. It seemed kind of deathly. I don't know, that's how I felt when I saw it. But I did like it. I liked that it made me think, it made me analyze, it made me look at it. And I did try to look back at the other one too. And I still didn't catch the thing about the songs, but now that I know.
Yeah. Check it out.
I'm checking for it. Well, also, side note, the single art is really good too. Like the art is different for all the singles, and I really enjoyed that. Yes.
I love when people like go all the way through with it and try to give us visuals for everything, or like little pieces of audio or something. Because nowadays, when it comes to releasing work, it's not, you can't just like put an album out. You gotta put some work in and like give us reasons to go through every song, even though the EP isn't that long.
It really isn't. And one thing I appreciate about that is, I'm gonna be that guy for a second and say this. With CHH, we've kind of been behind on the creative side of things, in the sense that we're like, hey, you should just be rocking with this because of the stuff that I'm saying. But I really appreciate that over time, and this project is an excellent example of that, we've been getting things that are pleasing to the eyes, also a little bit more pleasing to the ears in terms of the sounds too. So I like just seeing CHH get more excellent that way.
So next we want to talk about the album structure, kind of the song order, how we felt about it. Do you feel like it needed a mood change? Like, what was the mood? I liked it.
Oh yeah.
I think the first album had like the first song and the last song that were connected with the I am and then lost. This one, first and second song, are the part 1, part 2, almost there.
Loved it.
Oh, almost to there is a vibe. And I love it because it really is almost to there it feels got that, and you be feeling it and you're like, am I really? And then when you get there, the beat drops and it's a whole different situation. I love the way that they put it all together. I love how the songs actually all do flow to the last one, which is shame. It really does all work together and make sense.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that they had the content, even though it was heavy, it was still kind of light in the sound, a lot of it, until we got to Shame,
right?
Which was still amazing, first of all. And I just really enjoyed listening to it because it's like, I'm bopping, I'm having a good time, but I'm also like,
right,
talk
that.
Yeah.
Go, Andy.
That's how
That's
how I felt. I was like, you telling my life and I'm having a good time. And I feel like this is what therapy should feel like. Is this therapy? Was I in therapy? I enjoyed it.
For a full 20 minutes, you were in there.
I was. What's our next category, Ron?
Production.
Ooh.
Production is high.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Like the beats that I was hearing, like, I love that we're talking about production because I can talk about the songs that weren't on the list. Crazy. I like that Crazy started out sounding a little bit like a video game.
Yeah.
I just enjoyed that. I heard like a lot of different kinds of sounds. And I like that. Whether I don't know who produced it, I like that with the production there were so many different kinds of sounds, a lot of which wouldn't typically go together, but they made it all sound really good together. But a lot of things that didn't really, a lot of sounds that you wouldn't expect to hear together, a lot of vibes. I was really just like, this music is really smooth, but something I could really feel, and I enjoyed that because it's not just like, okay, I'm hearing a really hard beat. And sometimes, like for a while, Andy was known for those really heavy pop, just driven beats. And this felt really relaxed, but it moved, and I enjoyed that with several of the songs. But I just wanted to point out, I wanted to say that something today that yes, crazy does sound like
Man, what made me smile was donuts.
donuts, yes!
Man, it's not even in my top 2, but I wanted to talk about it. Just talking about something production-wise. Okay. It sounded like Philly before he told me that it sounded like Philly, because it did sound straight up like Philly. If you listen to hip hop, there is a sound that comes out of Philadelphia when it comes to hip hop, and it is a true and distinct and the real definition of a vibe. It is so Philly. That beat is so good, and the way they just hand off to each other, the way that it is beautiful. Donuts is everything, guys, and you don't even understand. It is everything.
It is. But it's crazy though. So imagine if we're raving about this song and those aren't even, it's not even our top 2, guys. I'm telling you, you're going to want to lock it in and catch the rest of this. Now we're about to get into like lyricism, message, and our top 2 songs.
Yay!
Guys, we tried before, like when we did a review, to like really be thorough about all the songs, and we realized that we were exhausted because we had so much to say. Y'all know we wordy.
Right. And so what I think we should do that, guys, for our patrons, when we do album reviews, we can break down every song. But lovely regular YouTubers, we can't do all that. So you got 2.
Exactly. So my first song is actually the second part in the beginning.
There.
There. There.
Yes.
So much. So much. There was not on my radar until I listened to the project again today, and I was like, so that's what we're talking about. So one thing I love about it is because that the beat starts out really trippy, and then there's like this intense drum pattern that comes in, and then this really distorted guitarish kind of sound that you can almost confuse for the bass line because they kind of move together, but there's this really distorted guitar sound, and usually I don't like that sound. But it worked for today, and I like it because it felt like illusion meets intensity meets distortion. That was the song. So I felt like the beat was a mood.
Ooh.
And I really I felt it so much. And what's funny is in listening to it, I don't even know that I liked it, but I felt it.
Hey.
Because I promise you, the first time I heard it, I was like, I don't know if I like this beat. I was like, I like this song. Then I moved on with my life. And then today again, I was like, dang it. I still don't know if I like it, but I feel it. And so the lyrics go along with the mood, because in the song, he's doing a lot of like tussling back and forth, where it's like, I'm fighting with myself, I'm dealing with my demons. And then even what got me though, like guys, you have to really listen to what he's saying in the song, because he said so many profound things. There was an interlude that said, every sword has 2 edges, how will I be remembered? And that speaks a lot to, he's been really, really honest and open and vulnerable about the struggle that he's been going through with so many different things, with just
his mom passing.
Yes, and even just the way that he feels when it comes to creating and how hard that can be. And then something that he said, the second verse, really the whole thing, and I was really possibly about to cut and paste the whole thing for y'all.
She probably would have.
I may have done that for something else. But it says, it sounds unusual, but death is beautiful. See, nothing grows until it finally dies, and you don't ever find the truth until you find the lies. Now I've started pulling the strings, some things are unraveling, and I don't like what I'm seeing, but yet I proceed. This is the moment I hold it all in question. It's terrifying because there ain't nothing to rest in. The sense of a lost direction, it's messy, but still I press, and I'm desperate to find the answer. I can't go on with the guessing. And then the song ends with, I let it all fall apart, and then I took the pieces, reconstructing everything I once believed in. And I love all of this because I feel like it speaks to my life. I've really been in a place with my faith and with life where I've been questioning a lot of the things that I've kind of felt like, this is how it's supposed to be. Teachings that I may have kind of agreed to for maybe lack of knowledge. And now as I'm growing in my faith and growing with Christ, there are a lot of things that I see where I'm like, wait, I'm testing a lot of things. I'm questioning a lot of things. I'm having a lot of really real and deep conversations with God about like, wait, this doesn't sit well with me. Why is it? Show me, help me. And we've been doing a lot of tussling, a lot of wrestling, and so these lyrics they really resonated with me because it put into words in a way that I couldn't have exactly what I've been feeling and what I've been going through, and it felt good to just have that represented and that kind of said again in a way that I couldn't.
My deep dives aren't going to be so prolific because I didn't get a chance to copy and paste the lyrics, but I wanted to talk about Friends. I love Friends, really because he's really talking. He's really talking about some people, and I think what's interesting is he's talking about what friendship really looks like. A lot of people, they think their friends are supposed to just okay everything that they say, everything that they do. You're just supposed to be yes man, and he's like, that's not true friendship. You're supposed to check me when I'm out here wilding out. Don't let me look crazy in these streets. Don't leave me alone for long periods of time, and then when I reach out, that's the only time we hang out. Like, you're supposed to be really helping make me and grow me as a person, and that's truly what God has placed this community for, is that we're supposed to do this together. He even talks about so he's lost a lot of friends, and now all his friends are people that he works with. He's like, how is that supposed to really mold me when, you know, this is business, this is money. It's hard for me to take my heart to people that I'm working with. And so he's feeling loneliness in that area, and I know that personally my circle is small. My circle has gotten much smaller in the last couple of years, and it makes me also think about friendships and community in a way of being like, hey, I mean, I know I got people, but I need like more people around me to like check me and make sure that I'm growing in the right direction. You need irony, you need a host of wise people around you to help you live this life. That's how God wanted us to live, and so I really appreciated him talking about that and wrestling with, because I think people don't think of someone who is famous as lonely or someone who doesn't have friends, but he is telling you like, yo, those hanger-ons, they not real friends. People that I used to roll with, I don't roll with them anymore. It's like his wife and then people that he's in business with. It's like, that's not healthy. I need people.
Yeah.
I feel him so hard on that.
Yeah, and last thing, just to piggyback on Friends, one thing I found, like ever since we started Clean Ears, I feel like there are some people who really will try to hang out with you for different reasons. And for me, lately, I felt that it's people who like my energy or whatever. And like,
just as you said that, you're like, I'm done with that phrase.
I really am. But sometimes there are people who want you around just to be singing for your supper and like to be like telling my stories and being charismatic in places. And I'm just like, I don't know you like that. And I feel like we've not had a real conversation, and how like, and that's something I've had to be aware of, because it's been like people who just want to like just take energy from me, or like just be, I don't know what it is, because I really don't think that highly of myself. But sometimes when I examine like, have we had a real conversation? What do I know about this person? What do they know about me? And I just be like,
I mean, sometimes they just want you to bring the kikis. I know I've been invited to places, they thinking they're getting energetic Sarita, they don't catch her that day.
You gotta know her schedule.
And they're like, you're not usually like this. I'm like, this is who I actually am. Who are you talking to? Like, just because one day you saw me around people that I'm comfortable with, and I gave you all the kikis and ha-has and let all of the jokes out, but when we go one-on-one and you didn't catch that,
sorry, I couldn't entertain you today.
I'm apologizing that my comedy act did not work for you on this day, but it's not gonna be it. Our number 2 pick, guys, is the same.
None of my business.
I think we just both felt this on a cellular level. It was just deep.
I mean, you know what I found, the common chord is that apparently we have been not liked. And so that's probably why the song resonated with us, because it is definitely like a twirl on my haters song.
Yes.
And I love it, because when the beat first comes in, it just sounds like a fun, feel-good song. And you just feel like, then you realize like, oh, right, I'm really like low-key flexing on somebody. This song is a reminder that when people talk about you, right, it is their problem, not yours. And that's what he says in his, I'll take it to the lyrics, because originally what I'd written was just some stuff, some paraphrasing, and then I was like, no, you deserve the verse.
You deserve it.
It says, if you don't like me, that's your problem. When I let it bother me, that's my problem. And I've got enough problems. I got enough. I got the sauce. You got the salt. What I care what you think about me, because I don't think about you at all. See, look at y'all. Free shows. Enjoy yourself. Real ones, they don't talk about you when they talk. Oh, whoops. Real ones, they don't talk about you. They talk to you. When they can't miss, that's when they take a shot for you. When they throw stones, then you know they don't rock with you. Don't you ever let them know that the talk got to you. I'm about my business. Father, my family, my business. Never paid my bills, so why pay attention? I almost dropped my phone.
Yo!
And let me tell you something. I love that this song just exists. Because it is just a real message with a body roll friendly beat. And when I tell you, when that hook comes on, I just be like,
That's none of my business. What you think about me?
I like that the song is so lighthearted because it's not easy not being liked. And worse, it's not easy being talked about. And because I mean, I heard you explain to y'all and some things. And somebody said to me, do you know that this person talks about you? And for a second, I was almost curious as to what he said. But I was like, wait, they don't know me. So everything they say has got to be a lie. Mm-hmm. And since I already know what has been said about me, then I'm gonna let that rule. And I'm not gonna be worried about this person, because what happens is when you get focused on what somebody's saying about you and you go around trying to manage how other people perceive you, which is really not even something you could control anyway, then you end up not being focused on what you're supposed to be doing. And I feel like the life of Jesus is an excellent example in like, that's
perfect,
not my business.
Still talked about, still crucified, couldn't do nothing about that.
Exactly.
Came back, still hating him. Like,
and that's the thing. That's the whole point. It's like, that's none of my business. My business is this. My business is what God has called me to do. And I could be worried about, again, trying to manage how you see me, but that's your problem, not mine.
I loved it. I loved it. I love the slight flex. I love it because there's so many times that we get so caught up in people, what they're saying, what they're doing. I mean, especially someone like Andy, where he could post a sandwich and there will be full debates in his comment section about what that means. And he just,
you eating corn?
He can't breathe. Man lost his wedding ring. Y'all out here like, he's not wearing his ring. Like, he can't do anything. He rides with people who also can't do. Lecrae takes a deep breath. All y'all upset. Like, when you're at that point and you're like, but I know what God called me to do. He's not at any point saying, I could do it around once. Like, it's whatever. He's like, yo, I know what God called me to do, so I'm gonna do that. And all y'all who out here who have all the comments and who are not actually moving in any type of purpose can keep it, because I don't care anymore.
It really is a situation where those people they're not coming from a loving place, because just like you said, hey, a real one will not talk about you, they'll talk to you. And the thing is, if somebody is coming at you like that, but they're not, where they're attacking you but not directly, then they're not talking to you. And the thing is, if you're not gonna bring it to me, I'm not coming to you looking for it, because I didn't give you nothing to begin with. I didn't give you them words. So if you have something for me, I need you to go ahead and deliver it Amazon style. And if not, then you can just be over there. And it's hard. Again, it is hard. And that's why I'm glad that there's like a happy flex song for it. Just because it's very hard, again, to know that people are talking about you. It's hard to not internalize it. It's hard to not want to take action and to throw stones back and to do things. But it's just an excellent reminder, like, it's not my fight. You're over there wilding out and doing what you're doing, and it's just none of my business. Honorable mention. Ooh, yes.
Hey.
Because, again, we love the whole project.
We really do.
So there's honorable mention for just the thing that you maybe just didn't get to say. I told y'all I had something to say about donuts.
You did? Okay.
Oh my gosh, okay. I was proud listening to this because, and I thought it would have been because of okay, but it is not. I think that verse from Andy may be the best verse I've ever heard from him.
Oh.
One thing that we say all the time when we're listening to Christian hip hop, we're just like, we need these flows to be, and that's not to say that his other flows were like, and that he got one song right at all. Please don't get that from us. But when I heard that song, I was like, that song could have been any secular rapper.
Mm-hmm.
The way that he rode the beat, just the way he flowed on that song specifically.
Oh no, he
The
did.
thing-
It's a different flow. I will give you
Yes.
that. This is you ain't heard Andy like this.
Never.
You might not even recognize his voice the first time you hear
No, because the first time when I heard it, I was like, who on this song? Who said that? Who was that? I really was just like, who was that? Is there somebody else on the song? I was like, it wasn't Kristen. I was like, I know everybody's voices.
Right.
But I really needed confirmation that was it. And I mean that in a good way. Like the way that he flowed was so like, I liked it like I would put that on repeat.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm somebody who doesn't get a lot of moments like that in CHH, I'm something I listen to like twice. But I don't have that yes, couldn't put it down. First of all, I think I've probably only listened to the rest of the song like maybe twice because I always have to be like, start that up. Like it was just so good. That's the best I've heard him rap. Just in terms of cadence, flow, just switching it up and stuff. It was just beautiful.
I think my honorable mention is Shame because it doesn't end the way you think it would, and I think that is so beautiful. I will not talk too much about the song because I feel like you need to hear it. But when I tell you that it doesn't end the way you think it will, because that is how shame works when you are of God. Like He will not let you sit there in shame. He will change it for you. And when I tell you that, I was like, first of all, because the album's so good, I was like, I wouldn't skip shame. I'd just go back to the beginning so I could hear like it all over again.
It's really just one.
And so you're like, I want to hear Almost again, and I'm just back. And then by the time I would get to Shame, I'm just like thinking about repeating the album again. But I just stopped and really listened. When I tell you, you gotta listen to this whole album and then like really give Shame a chance. Don't be out here like, I'm just gonna get back to my one. I get it, but let it get all the way through.
Yes, it's not a bop, it's not a vibe, but oh my gosh.
It's a message.
Yeah.
Okay.
So guys, we hope that you enjoyed our review. First of all, I enjoyed this because,
Yes.
oh my gosh, I could not wait to come talk to y'all about this today.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, if you are liking this video, like it, hit the bell. We also want to know how you feel about the project. Definitely go listen to it if you have not yet. And let us know how you feel. What songs are you loving? You know what? We hit you with our criteria along the way. Follow along. Hit us with your own review. Hit us in the comments. Let us know what you like, what production you like, what songs you like. Who has the salt to your sauce?
I also want to know what albums you want us to review next, guys. You guys requested these videos. You wanted the album reviews. We want to make sure we're doing the music that you listen to. So go ahead and drop it in the comments below. We will try to do as many as we can.
Yes.
Make sure it's clean though, y'all.
Yeah, man.
Y'all, we're not reviewing Kendrick's next whenever he drops that. We're not reviewing Scorpion. We ain't doing none of those.
We're not doing no little such and such either.
No X's, no Lils,
No little drugs.
If it's clean, drop it in the comments below.
If they have a tattoo on their face, we're not doing it. So guys, until next time.
Have a good time.
Bye.